The rise and fall of the Roman Empire. The story of the Roman Empire is a tale of ambition, conquest, brilliance, and collapse. From a small city on the banks of the Tiber River to the dominant superpower of the ancient world, Rome's rise and fall is one of the most dramatic sagas in human history. Let's begin at the beginning. Rome was founded, according to legend, in 753 BCE by Romulus and Remus, twin sons of the god Mars. Raised by a she-wolf, their tale is the first of many myths that surround the origins of the Roman people. Historically, Rome began as a monarchy ruled by kings. But in 509 BCE, the Romans overthrew their last king and established a republic. A new system where power rested in elected officials and laws, not a single ruler. It was a revolutionary idea and one that would define the Roman spirit for centuries. During the early Republic, Rome was just one of many city-states in Italy. But through strategic alliances, relentless military campaigns, and an unshakable sense of purpose, it began to rise. By the 3rd century BCE, Rome had dominated the Italian peninsula. Then came the Punic Wars. Between 264 and 146 BCE, Rome fought 3 brutal wars against Carthage, a powerful city-state in North Africa. The second of these wars featured Hannibal, the brilliant Carthaginian general who marched war elephants across the Alps to attack Rome from the north. But in the end, it was Rome that emerged victorious. Carthage was destroyed, its lands were annexed. Rome had proven itself not just a regional power, but an empire in the making. With Carthage gone, Rome expanded rapidly. Greece, Egypt, Gaul, Spain, the Levant, territory after territory fell under Roman control. Roman legions marched across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, bringing with them roads, aqueducts, Latin, law, and Roman culture. But while the empire grew externally, internally the Republic began to crack. As Rome's wealth and territory expanded, so did inequality. The Senate, dominated by aristocrats, often ignored the needs of the common people. Corruption spread, and into this divide stepped military leaders, men like Gaius Marius, Lucius Cornelius Sulla, and eventually Julius Caesar. Caesar was a brilliant general and a master politician. His conquest of Gaul made him immensely popular and powerful. When the Senate tried to rein him in, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army in 49 BCE, defying Rome's laws and sparking civil war. He won. Caesar became dictator for life, but his concentration of power alarmed many senators, and in 44 BCE he was assassinated on the Ides of March. His death did not restore the Republic. Instead, it plunged Rome into further chaos. Eventually, Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, emerged as the sole ruler. In 27 BCE, he became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. The Roman Empire had officially begun. Under Augustus, Rome entered a golden age. The Pax Romana, the Roman peace, lasted over 200 years. Roads connected the empire, trade flourished. Roman law and culture spread from Britain to Egypt. Emperors like Trajan expanded the empire to its greatest size, while Hadrian consolidated and fortified the borders. Rome at its height was home to over 1 million people. It boasted grand architecture, the Colosseum, the Pantheon, towering aqueducts and sprawling forums. Its influence shaped law, language, architecture, and government for millennia. But no empire lasts forever. By the 3rd century CE, cracks began to show. Political instability plagued Rome. In just 50 years, over 20 emperors came and went, many through assassination or military coups. Economic troubles followed. Inflation soared, trade declined. Rome became increasingly reliant on mercenary forces, many of whom had little loyalty to the empire. Then, in 284 CE, Emperor Diocletian tried to save the empire by dividing it into two, the Western Roman Empire, based in Rome, and the Eastern Roman Empire, based in Byzantium, later called Constantinople. This division was meant to make governing easier, but it also weakened unity. In the West, things continued to decline. Rome was sacked for the first time in 800 years by the Visigoths in 410 CE. The Vandals followed in 455. By 476 CE, the last Roman emperor in the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by a Germanic chieftain. The Western Roman Empire was no more. But the East survived. The Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, continued for nearly 1,000 more years, preserving Roman laws, culture, and traditions. Its capital, Constantinople, would not fall until 1453 to the Ottoman Turks. So, what caused Rome to fall? Historians debate the exact reasons. Some say it was economic collapse. Others blame military overreach, political corruption, or the rise of Christianity and the decline of traditional Roman values. Some point to disease, climate change, or simply the unstoppable force of time. In truth, it was a combination of all these factors. A perfect storm, if you will, or maybe anything that lasts long enough is destined to fall. But while the empire itself fell, its legacy endures. Modern democracies trace their roots to the Roman Republic. Legal systems around the world reflect Roman principles. Latin influenced countless languages. Roman architecture, engineering, and literature still inspire today. Rome may have fallen, but it never truly disappeared. Its spirit lives on in the institutions, cultures, and ideas that shape our world. This has been the story of the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, a story of power, progress, ambition, and the lessons history never stops teaching us. Like and subscribe for more history content.